What's good with y'all boys? Welcome back to another video. Or what's good with y'all rather. Today's video we just reacted to is Looksmaxxing really dangerous? So about at least 3 or 4 months ago, I reacted to a video kind of like this, but it was like a 19-year-old slamming his face with a hammer, or hitting his face with a hammer to make his jawline look better, allegedly. Probably him doing that or something, or getting getting surgery. What is in my head right now? Getting surgery on that, but I basically said in that video, better just be yourself. It ain't that hard to really accept yourself and accept you're chopped. If you're chopped, you're chopped. At the end of the day, you're chopped. Whoever accepts you at the end of the day, man. Because chopped doesn't exist. To me, it doesn't exist. It does not exist. When I see, I don't know, a person that has a lot of pit bulls around his face, if he was born in a way where I cannot see his face and where he looks like a creature or something like that, I don't call them ugly. No offense to those type of people out there that was born with that disability. Praise to y'all, for real. But I don't diss on that. I don't see that as chopped. I don't see that as ugly. That's a made up term. But Looksmaxxing is basically the opposite of that. This is, I ain't gonna lie, this is actually worse than being chopped, really. This is starting to be known. I don't think Looksmaxxing got known until at least until 2023. Maybe 2024. But y'all can argue with that in the comments. You already know I'm not gonna even say but hopefully y'all enjoy this video, man. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Comment down below what your favorite idea, or what your favorite part is of this video, and make sure you pull up to the Instagram, pull up to the Discord for more future videos like this. Let's get to it.
Looksmaxxing is still not over in 2026. This trend continues to survive, and there are many people who do not understand anything about it. The concept of Looksmaxxing is so vast that it is normal for someone who is not into internet culture to find themselves lost when talking about it. But don't worry, I am here to explain. Lookmaxxing is the act of optimizing your physical appearance to the maximum to improve your image and increase your chances in all aspects of life, whether in relationships, at work to have more self-confidence, or in terms of social popularity. Basically, it is doing everything in your power to make your physique as attractive as possible. You can go to the gym to build muscle, lose body fat, find a hairstyle that suits you, do skincare routines, and so on. These are normal practices that I highly recommend you do. But of course, there is a but. There are people.
So I already do them.
We do not care.
Yeah, and that takes years to fully get into. It takes, I don't know, it takes how much time and dedication on how much you go to the gym to get your muscles up and working, you know what I mean? It takes a long time to get that, basically you're already Looksmaxxing in the gym, bro. You don't even need to do as much as this, you know what I mean?
Who will take the concept
you don't need to punch yourself to make your jawline more thinner like that. What you think? You're gonna pull 1,000 hoes or something like that, man?
Huh?
You think you're gonna pull 1,000 hoes out of the dot? Any possible way on you trying to pull, we already know that you're trying to. But I don't think it's not gonna work by doing this.
What is that?
Maybe with a girl that's gonna use you. Maybe. Just maybe. Possibility. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen the last one make jokes of the last Looksmaxxer that we reacted to, saying he looked like Michael Jackson, and boy, that is tough.
the extreme.
So they may do you like that. Never know.
Use the most controversial methods to become as attractive as possible. I'll explain this to you a little later, but there are people who use super dangerous methods that distort people's faces. These people manage to have the same face as Jim Carrey in The Mask.
And they just don't know. Oh my gosh, this is bad. That's actually bad, bro. Nah, he needs to get his face recognition or face texture check real quick, man. Cause this face scan is worse than the 2K face scan right here, man.
Dented heads, geometric shapes that I haven't seen since middle school.
And you're breaking your jawline too. You're breaking your jaw. Like you're not having it better or anything like that. It's showing because you're breaking your jawline. Like what do you gain from that basically, man? Satisfaction? Like,
shut up.
What the is this? Are you crazy or something? There are people who don't understand things here.
I thought that the Looksmaxxing trend would stay in 2023, when it was really at its peak, but the phenomenon took off again in 2025 and it's still going strong today. A large number of Looksmaxxing videos on TikTok and YouTube Short are humorous. In 2023, I was into it myself because it made me laugh. My friends and I used to send each other TikToks about Looksmaxxing and it was a really funny trend. At first, we saw videos of people doing Looksmaxxing RP on Suicidal Idol. There were sub-trends like mewing and mogging. Based on mogging, a train was created that was really funny. It was the Mogart train, so a Looksmaxxing school with students and teachers who don't speak, in order to have the squarest possible face. We had the baby don't hurt me trend with the blonde cat. We had troll videos, even videos. It was funny. And at the beginning of the video, I told you that some people didn't understand this trend because that's normal. In the Looksmaxxing community, there are 3 branches. The first branch is the community of people who practice Lookmaxxing to improve themselves physically and mentally. People who do soft maxing. We have the troller branch, people who create jokes, make humor, and make fun of people who do hard maxing. And the last branch...
So, is soft maxing like a way that you put makeup on your face in a way, and then you rub it around your face, you wait for a moment, and then you go get your jawline surgery?
What did he say?
Is that the light version of Looksmaxxing?
What?
I don't know. Bro, like, on my worst, bro, I wouldn't even want my worst enemy looking like this. Looking like this. Just imagine. Your worst enemy that you don't like just looking like this.
Is the crazy niche. The crazy niche that takes concept to the extreme. A branch made up of Gur and disciples who put their lives in danger together.
Oh, by the way, there are a lot of
terms to know. Lots of terms that will allow us to classify men according to their physical attractiveness. We have the LTN, the tier normie, which is the person who is considered low average, the mission, the Mitiron, which is a person who is considered normal and ordinary, the HTN, the dear normie, which is a person considered beautiful. We have the fouled, which is the division of the face between the forehead, the middle of the face, and the jaw. We have the cantle tilt, which is the inclination of the eyes. Under eyes, which is a really deep, piercing gaze. Prey eyes, which is round eyes, prominent eyes. I've given you a few, and I swear there are many, many more. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little about concepts and lifestyles. There's starve maxing, which involves reducing your diet, or even starving yourself to avoid gaining weight and having a lean physique. Gym every day and killing yourself in the gym. Body maxing, and puff maxing. In short, there are really 2 concepts here that I'm going to stick with and that I find the most interesting in this video. Soft maxing and hard maxing. Soft maxing is the normal version of Lookmaxxing. It involves improving your appearance with simple methods like exercise, skincare, hair or clothing style. Hard maxing is the extreme version of luxury maxing. So instead of improving one's appearance with simple methods, the goal is to transform one's physique through surgery, implants, injections, and other very dangerous techniques to achieve an ideal physique. You've probably heard of the good smash, the act of hitting one's face to change the shape of one's cheekbones or lower jaw. Please, don't do this at home. You shouldn't do this. I'd like to warn you because I know that if I don't do it, YouTube will delete my video. Don't do this at home. And in the videos of Looksmaxxers who practice hard maxing, you can see unusual heads, skulls shaped like saucepans, Faces
Now this is just surgery. And I mean, bro, I could call it many things, but this is just like tormented to your face. Like, I feel bad for y'all faces, man.
that look like letters of the alphabet, unusual heads, goat heads in fact. I'm sorry, no, but seriously, those are
Exactly,
goat
that's-
jaws.
that's what I'm
GN Rocky,
saying.
are you criticizing the physique? I'm not criticizing. I see the problem here is that this minority of Looksmaxxers who practice maxing are well highlighted by the media, by news outlets, by big YouTubers. Guys, let's be clear. You've seen the Looksmaxxing trend on social media, chewing super hard putty to get a square jaw, hitting your cheekbones with a hammer to sculpt your face. Seriously, worrying about your appearance? Yes. Putting yourself in danger to look like a manly caricature? No. Looksmaxxing, which is basically a concept where you have to take care of your body to feel good, becomes the concept where you have to destroy your body to feel good, when that's not it at all. The majority of Looksmaxxers behave normally. The concept of looking originated in incel
Yeah, I mean, like, you're already destroying your body in the gym. Why would you need to destroy your body more? From hitting your jawline? That's actually like breaking your jaw? That's actually breaking the bone in your body? Like, going to the gym, okay, that like reduces your triceps or like your chest once it regenerates inside, whatever that thing's called. But this is permanent.
chat rooms where involuntary singles feel sorry for themselves because they can't find partners
I hope it isn't, but it seems permanent.
and who, over time, become the biggest misogynists on earth. This hatred of women stems from a deep-seated malaise. They don't feel accepted in society, which is why they've created a concept of methods to try to gain acceptance. What's interesting is that within Looksmaxxing, there's a subculture called Looksism. It's an idea that says society treats people differently based on their physical appearance. So, if you're someone who's unattractive, who has nothing to offer society physically, society won't offer you anything in return. As I did more research on Looksism, I came across a blog called Lizme, and there are some really weirdos out there. I read a testimonial from a guy who meticulously explained his plan to become a Chad Light in 9 months. So Chad Light is the most attractive person on the Looksmaxxing scale, and in his testimonial,
Oh, yeah.
he listed all the methods he
Bro's the king. Oh. What the? Are you talking about him? Why do I keep saying it in my sentences? No.
Is this nigga serious?
Or are they talking about him? He's up there. I think he's like one of the top first Looksmaxxers that's out there right now, and that's been trending on TikTok. I still to this day like I have not watched this movie at all, like movie or show. Like, I still want to know what this is called. Please let me know in the comments. I
attractive
do not know
person
what
on the
this movie's
Looksmaxxing
called.
scale, and in his testimonial, he listed all the methods he was going to apply, from facials, sports practices to surgeries. And I won't tell you the list of surgeries he plans to have done. He estimates that he will have to pay between $20,000 and $38,000. I hope that there will be no surgeon without principles who will agree to do work on his face. On these sites, on these forums,
20,000 and 38,000 without even seeing what your face or a demonstration on what your face would look like. Bro, just imagine like spending the money again, just getting your face back if you don't even like the face surgery, bro.
there are only men, Looksmaxxers, who do polling. Men who will ask other men to rate them,
Too
classify
diabolical,
them,
man.
compare them to see if they are good Looksmaxxers. And inevitably, in the comments, you're going to come across trolls or toxic people who will deliberately rate you badly or be very violent in their comments to make you feel bad. These Looksmaxxers in these forums are sick. They write texts like that to say that your candle lift is badly placed and that your candle jingle is just right. It doesn't mean anything, but
Yeah, those are the type of Looksmaxxers that just wants to let the hater know that, hey, you look ugly, you should come and join my community. Come and join my community right now for $5.99 or $10.99. 99 or 10 dollars 99. 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 99 or 10 doll Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Don't I already have a face?
It's exactly
They
the
be
same
random.
thing when you read these messages. Luxmaxers Looksmaxxing not to please women but to please each other.
But to please
They are in
each
love
other.
with their bodies.
yo, what the
They live through the eyes and thoughts of others. I'm ready to
that
swear to
11
it,
pack?
huh? The people who give themselves the most in
What
Luxmaxxing are the
is
people who
that,
have the least.
man?
Ready to swear.
That literally looks like a Roblox avatar right there, man. That literally looks like that Roblox face avatar. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Give themselves the most in Luxmaxxing.
If y'all want to call someone the Roblox face avatar,
of others. I'm ready to swear to.
call bro this.
Huh? The people. And when I say relationships, I just mean chatting, because you don't have to be a genius to understand that women aren't looking for matrix guys who love their physique. Again, last time on TI, I came across a video of a guy giving advice on how to be more attractive. No way, that's just trolling. Have you ever seen someone you think is average but girls are obsessed with? It's called the female gaze, and here's how to use it to your advantage. First of all, a lot of people didn't know how crucial it is to improve your voice. You can be sculpted like a Greek god, but if you don't have a deep voice, no woman will want you. Take an ice cube and rub it on your face for a minute after you wake up every morning and aim for a calorie deficit.
I mean, I don't even know if I have a deep voice, do I? I don't want a deep voice. I don't. But if y'all continuously see me dramatically getting my voice more deeper, if y'all notice over time on me getting my voice more deeper in these videos, let me know. But I don't want my voice deeper. I really don't. I don't. I forgot that one singer that had that deep voice, R.I.P. Like, that had that deep, deep voice. And he was like a male singer, but R.I.P. though.
Of at least 500 calories a day for 90 days. But I have a theory for myself. I think taking care of your face, doing skincare, taking care of your hair, and looking at yourself in the mirror is considered gay for incels. So, they had to create a term to justify their practices while showing that they are heterosexual. That's my theory, and I'm sure and certain that it's true. And then, I know, there will be the biggest insane, the biggest misogynists on earth who will try to catch me. Hey, I don't have the stamina for that. Insult me in the comments if it makes you happy. It doesn't matter. I accept. I'm used to it. I'm a big guy. When you post your face on the internet,
too.
there are malicious people, Lookmaxers, who can edit you. I am an homosexual, so it's still real.
Wow.
People who will analyze your face like scientists and who will
So-
classify you.
So they basically edit your face onto an edit with the Looksmaxxers to tell you that the Looksmaxxers kind of look better than you, and to get you into to change your face like them.
Huh?
That doesn't make any sense.
According to your physique. We will react to this Lookmaxxing ranking live. Okay,
Y'all in the
sub
community
free, so
needs to
3
lock
tenths.
in, man.
In itself, I kind of
Like-
agree.
Like y'all is thinking like y'all is locking in. This is not locking in, man. This is not locking in.
3 tenths. Yeah, okay. His facial proportions are really off balance. A terrible mid-face. Way too much hyper-exposure. Eyes that are too close together.
Hell,
Completely
even face surgery is not locking in.
unbalanced
That's just
facial
truth.
shots. It's true that this is really not ideal. Then, I have the impression that the camera's lens distortion plays a bit of a role. It looks a bit fake, but when you look at it like this, yeah, there's a base that is clearly not good. You also have people who make racist edits to confirm their ideas. They often reduce people of African descent and African populations to a single type of face when there is a huge facial
Bruh.
diversity between different peoples,
Come on.
different ethnicities. Because of its scumbag behavior, the Looksmaxxing community is really demonized. Some people imagine the community as a group of harassers who will comment sub 5 when they find a mid-range person. You click on the profile of the person who commented, there's not even a photo. These people are unemployed and maxing out.
Bro, they
You don't
have 57 followers. No one cares about you.
profile of the person who commented, there's not even a photo. These people are unemployed and maxing out. They don't do anything all day, and because they're unhappy in
there
their
isn't the
lives,
photo.
they body
That's
shame everyone. Now, I want to tell you, the people who do this are literally between 12 and
messed up.
16 years old, really no older. In pop culture, we have cartoons that make fun of it. The concept of Looksmaxxing takes it to the extreme. I'm thinking of Gumball in particular. The anime that really shows the evil side of L-maxing is Lizme. We have the main character who is fat, milky and not at all popular, who is looked down on by the high school students at his school, and because of his physique, he is the victim of violence and harassment. And this main character wakes up one day with the body of a handsome, tall, and muscular boy. And this is an anime considered problematic by some because the social life of the main character really depends on his physique. When he's fat and unattractive, no one notices him. He harasses himself like crazy, and when he wakes up looking handsome and muscular, everyone cheers for him. All the girls want him. And that's exactly what will reinforce this obsession for some of the audience. This anime clearly shows the reality in Korea.
That's just not reality. That's all in writing, bro. That's all in writing. Sometimes we just have to face the realistic events that you go through.
Country where beauty is an important criterion,
That you will go through.
especially for women where it's a real criterion for social advancement. Cosmetic
Gotta think
surgery is considered an
realistically.
important economic issue. A country where when you turn 18, you can be offered cosmetic surgery for your face. The stars and idols there have all had surgery. Nothing is overdone in the anime. It reflects South Korean reality. In a previous video, I told you about Andrew Tate, who is the reference for Tri-Malfa and Black Pill. Well, in the Looksmaxxing train, we also have a reference, and it's Clavicular, whose real name is Braden Peters, who is the influencer who forces you to lower your cortisol levels. He supports maxing and waist surgery.
We do not like who you were just talking about. We do not like him. Neither him. Neither him.
And he spends his time rating women's appearance during hours of streaming. He pricks his face, he takes growth hormones. He started maxing at the age of 14, and he is almost considered a god by some Ecolus Lookmaxers. Some pep stores will edit him and follow his precepts.
Pause.
Ecolus Lookmaxers. Some pep
What is this? Bro, you finna get me canceled. Bro.
will edit him and follow his
No.
precepts.
I'm gonna have to cover that, bro. Like, it was so bad that I probably needed to cover that on the edit.
In fact, this guy has gotten into their heads. They can catch you and torture you if you have the misfortune, but the misfortune of speaking badly about Clavicular. Once again, these Ecolus Luxmaxers are at least 12 years old and in their heads.
Just by seeing him just randomly, I just randomly think he already has like 20 baby mamas.
They think they are true atoms. No, but Clavicular's performance in recent months is incredible. I don't know if he has a brain. He probably thinks with his face. He has a video of himself shooting a crocodile. According to some sources, the crocodile was already dead, but still, the action is disgusting. He ran someone over with his car. Last March, he was arrested for physical assault. He even allegedly incited 2 women to fight live. And what made me laugh out loud?
Bro, everything he does is just so graphic, bro. That edit was graphic, my guy. You almost showed your wiener. The hell's wrong with you, man?
Why I love the internet is that an internet user decided to analyze his face in the M shot and showed that his fall turn was wobbly. All these practices, all these actions are the result of a person who is in danger. Clavicular is probably someone who is destroyed inside and who now feels that he has nothing else to offer other than his physical appearance. In the concept of looking, there are of course people who will do it in a soft way, and then there are people who will make humor out of it. We had a good laugh at first. It was just humor, and then there had to be people selling training courses on Looksmaxxing. In fact, as soon as people want to sell you training courses,
we got our own training courses. Like I said, like a couple minutes ago, we got our own training courses with our own face texture and our own training.
What?
In the gym and our own body work. Whatever you do, we got our own. We got our own daily training professions, reminders and stuff. We got it. We got it, bro.
Things that you like or that interest you, unless it's a training course on sports, financial management.
Yeah. We don't need to change our schedule as much as y'all do. Y'all can do whatever, but we don't need to do that. I personally do not need to purchase a course. I don't care how much girls you riz. Probably those are fake girls, probably city girls. if you don't even know, because they probably just want the clout and just wants to, you know what I mean?
your passion, or personal development, and I'm being nice, run away. No, but if that's the case, I'm going to do it
I'm
too.
good,
I'm
man.
going to make a
Stop the
training
cap.
course on how to sell chips, a training course on selling training courses, a training course on how to smash your face with a hammer. And remember, at the beginning for this video, I was planning on doing it over several months. So really, I'd pay for a training course on Looksmaxxing and see the effects and what it would have brought me physically. But in fact, I can't be bothered. I don't have the time, I don't want to, and I don't want to look like SpongeBob. In France, we have Looksmaxxing influencers.
Nah,
There was sheer
more like you don't want to be like Squidward.
the wolf. I have the impression that in France,
Yeah, that
there are no
one
good-looking
SpongeBob
guys. Okay,
episode,
when I walk down the street,
remember?
I look at his face, I analyze it. In fact, it's always the same thing. A puffy face with a beard. You have to wear a beard because if you shave it, it's a disaster. Seriously, I don't see any guys with a big jaw, hollow cheeks, well-trimmed hair, like a really masculine face. It's very, very rare. In fact, it's only when you leave the barbershop that you find someone handsome. With a well-trimmed beard, a fade, that's what saves you, but without that, it's zero. If I'm walking alone at night in the forest and I come across his face and he's looking at me with his eyes, I might think he's a wolf and not a human. We also had Mathos on TikTok at the
Exactly.
time, who made Looksmaxxing videos and who now makes tasting videos, which doesn't correlate at all with the practice of Looksmaxxing. And he sells nutrition training courses while he eats fast food on video, which is not nutritionally good. Actually, I don't know. It's a strange way to do promotions. But who are we to judge right now? Peptides are all the rage. So there are people who are going to overdose on peptides. We have people who are going to buy Looksmaxxing tools that are useless. There are
Hey, bro, people can do whatever they want these days. They can do an AI review on Looksmaxxing or like something such and such to improve Looksmaxxing.
brands, Shopify companies that come out of nowhere to sell the most useless products in the world. China launched a brand of chewing gum that surfs on the cult of the jaw carry. These are large, hand-picked mastic crystals. These are the hardest
Y'all is
mastic
insane.
crystals. So if I take one of these pieces of mastic, as you can see, it looks like a crystal. And after a few seconds of chewing, you can clearly see the jaw activating. You can see the masseter muscles working. It's like going to the gym. You might wonder why the Looksmaxxer Ecopus focus so much on the shape of the face, on the symmetry of the face, on the different facial standards. You might think that they are a lost generation, a superficial generation made up of kids who only live for appearances. In reality, man has always had this interest in the proportions of the face. We can go back to antiquity. Among the Greeks,
Hey, bro, I'll
sculptors
let Change for real because he did his face reveal and it's actually, I forgot his name, but he's a streamer. I'll let Change for real slide. I'll let him slide. You know what I mean? I'll let him slide on the dot. Like he doesn't get any hate from me or anything. But all these other Looksmaxxers,
Oh, no.
you can catch the
were already looking for the perfect face. The Greeks used mathematical rules to create statues considered ideal. During the Renaissance, we had
you can catch the flow. Cause
artists like Leonardo da Vinci who began to study the human body almost scientifically. One of the most well-known concepts for defining facial beauty is the golden ratio. Not the golden drop because I'm starting to get to know you. The golden ratio, also called the golden ratio or phi, corresponds to 1.618. It's this kind of snail-shaped symbol that is considered the perfect symbol of visual harmony. And when we apply this symbol to the human face, it allows us to analyze the balance and symmetry of the features. I didn't know this at all, but we can calculate and measure the proportions of the face using different formulas. We have a formula that will interest us. It's the facial with 2 height ratio. Ah, that hurts my jaw. It's the ratio between the width and height of the face. This is a facial measurement that was popularized in 2007. In fact, it's scientific research that says that the ratio between the width and height of the face could define a man's behavior, testosterone levels in adolescence, aggressiveness, the attraction of men to certain women, better performance in sports or even success at work, the success of certain CEOs. So with your damn winner's face, we could know if you are likely to go to prison. If your ratio, height, width of the face is high, then you will have a more dominant, more masculine and more aggressive face. If it is low, the face is thinner and sometimes perceived as less imposing. We agree that the study of this ratio, the face is...
Dang, this is basically like smoking. But just... What did he say? Like, this is like smoking and like taking a picture, and every time you take a picture, like your face becomes more unhealthier and stuff. What was he saying?
Know if you are
I'm not
likely to go to
editing this
prison.
part.
If your ratio, height, width of the face is high, then you will have a more dominant, more masculine and more aggressive face. If it is low, the face is thinner and sometimes perceived as less imposing. We agree that the study of this ratio is biased, okay? The width of your face does not define your behavior, does
Right,
not
because
define who you are, but the fact that people seek to calculate, measure, and understand the structure of their face can help them enhance their natural beauty, whether through skincare, makeup, or cosmetics, and in the ultimate case, through surgery. Without knowing it, many of us practice lookmaxxing, or more precisely, softmaxxing. Lookmaxxing is first and foremost a philosophy. It focuses on personal development, taking care of yourself, and becoming the best version of yourself. And over time, there are extreme communities that have taken over and have become, so to speak, the representation of this philosophy. The models, actors, and celebrities who are adored by the Looksmaxxing community do not practice hard maxing. They simply take care of themselves. The existence of these influencers, models, and stars who are very attractive on the internet and who you're going to see
more like be hurting themselves.
over and over again because of the algorithm, you're stuck in a kind of
Ain't
bubble where
nothing
you're
good
going to
about
compare
this,
yourself
bruh.
to them or you're going to focus on minor imperfections. I've seen that there are idiotic sites where you put your head and Leo will rate your face. I know that there are quite a few young people who watch me when I'm young too. There are quite a few teenagers who watch my videos and I assure you that these sites are complete. He created an app that analyzes men's faces and explains to them what their flaws are. The app tells them what they need to do to become the Apollos of social media. And on the following screens, you have your results concerning the health of your hair, your scalp, as well as an overall score. Not to mention the teenagers who grow up and think that it's their maxed out look that allowed them to have that face. Go, look at my face at 13 and 3 years later, this is my face. Yes, it's called puberty and you'll see, you'll have hair that will grow in step. You all have a starting point that is set by genetics. If you have to have a square jaw, naturally you will have it. The shape of the jaw, the width of the face, the placement of the eyes, the distribution of fat on the face. These are pure genetics that you can't change naturally unless you have surgery.
Bro, this might be an actual first time I might end off this video early because I have no idea what he's talking.
All you
I'll
can
try
change
listening
is your hairstyle, your beard, your eyebrows, your posture, and so on. There are more and more TikTok influencers who make videos on Looksmaxxing, who make advice videos. I'm not saying that it's bad. Some people may be qualified to do it. But the problem for some of these people is selling the idea of being able to naturally change certain parts of the face that have been predetermined by your genetics.
Yeah, I just feel like they should just be like keeping that to themselves for real. I don't feel like they should be like motivating other people to try to Looksmax and what's the word for it? Try copying and like repeating what they're doing, you know. I don't think that any viewer should take inspiration as that, man. They should just scroll down and just mind their own business. Or I don't think these Looksmaxxers should make any video at all from this. Cause they're the ones who did it to themselves. And they just my main thought or my main theory is they just want other people to do this so they could deal with this problem too with them. You know, they're hoping to get a viewer to copy on what they're doing and motivate them on changing or getting them near in a moment where you need to change your face to make your face look way more better. You know what I mean?
I've seen
or to change your improvements or like your face recognitions for your face.
Videos from TikTokers using massage methods to refine their facial features and slightly change the shape of their jaw. These seem like gentle practices to me, but I don't know if they really work. Some people have had good feedback. Try it out for yourself. I'm going to do it for 30 days. I'll tell you if it's useful or if it's just nonsense, but I have the impression that to lose density in the face, you have to limit your sugar intake. I can't prove it because I've never tried it, but I'm not sure that facial massages really work. Let me know in the comments. Yes, it's true that in this society, Physical appearance plays a very important role in relationships and dating. So yes, trying to improve your appearance is not a problem at all and it's normal. We do everything we can to be as beautiful as possible, but that's as long as the practices aren't dangerous. Take care of yourself, exercise, eat well, do some skincare, that's okay, that's perfect. But doing work on your face worthy of the biggest subway construction sites, we have to stop that. That's the end of the video.
Yeah, most definitely, man. W video, good video. I just want to see what's up with the Looksmaxxing thing, community, whatever that's going on like TikTok and everything like that, man. Cause this is crazy, bro. It's affecting everyone to look better and to look more like attractive to women, which is not the case because those are fake. Those are just drawing. Those are just like written stories, written SpongeBob episodes out of nowhere, bro. Those are all fake, man. Those are all fake. Those will not happen with a real loyal girl that will accept you for you. It will never, until she sees like your regular you. You know, you can never truly figure it out until you figure out with yourself. You can't love someone if you do not love yourself. I hope y'all know that. But I hope y'all enjoy this video, man. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Comment down below what your favorite part is of this video. I know this video was long, but still comment below what your favorite part was. You know what I mean? This video is probably live. I actually don't know, bro. But pull it to that Instagram for more updates if I'm gone from YouTube, and tap into that Discord for more future videos like this. And I'm out. I'm gone. Peace. I'll see y'all later.